Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Network Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Hey guys, welcome everyone. Good evening. Thanks everyone for joining. We're going to get started in about 2 minutes. We're going to go through this week's news quickly. We'll do a top-down analysis on gold and we'll see how it's moving. Just please trade careful, risk management. Thank you guys. 2 minutes, we'll get started.
Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to the live session of Stocks Number Trading. My name is Dave, guys. My partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please secure.
Recording in progress.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining Stocks Number Trading. My name is Ron. My partner is Dave. Welcome guys. It's almost 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Not there yet. It's 6:24. And I just want to say thank you guys. It is Monday, April 6th, and I hope you guys had a nice long Easter weekend. If you do celebrate, hope you had a great time with your family and friends. And hopefully maybe you did a little review. You spent some time on the weekend as well, did a little top-down analysis on your securities, and you're ready to get into the markets this week, okay? So the plan for today is, guys, we're going to just go over this week's news, this week's earnings real quick, just some day-to-day stuff, and then we're going to do a top-down analysis on gold and see how it's moving. You can see it just opened up. The daily candle was very bullish ignited right here, this big blue candle at 1800, which is 6 p.m. So that's the daily open. It pushed right up to here, and it is retracing back down. So if you guys are going to be trading, you know, that's a good candle to maybe just cut it in half, figure out a point of control, and just see if it holds, if it comes in here. But again, it's just the opening volume right now. So just please be careful when you're trading. I'm going to go through all the news and then we'll get back into the charts, okay? So thanks everyone for joining. Real quickly, just Forex Factory, guys, you can see that there was a lot of bank holidays. Today it's still Easter Monday. A lot of European banks were closed. In the US, it was open. We had ISM services, and President Trump was speaking at 1 p.m. Eastern today. If you scroll up on this financial juice right around 1 o'clock, you can see all of his remarks. It's all in here. He was speaking. Markets are very volatile when he does speak. The big news is basically he gave a deadline tomorrow midnight. If Iran doesn't agree to a ceasefire, he's threatening to bomb their infrastructure, their bridges, their power plants, which is not good. If he does that, guys, please be careful trading these markets this week. It could be very volatile to the level we've never seen before, okay? So I don't know if he's going to chicken out or if this is for real or if Iran is calling his bluff, but we will see going into tomorrow. So please be careful trading, okay? So that was the news for today. We move into tomorrow. A lot of European news, low impact news. We move into the North American session, 8:30. You guys will be with Dave at this time, trading COMEX and this news. Core durable goods, durable good orders will be coming up. Medium impact news. We'll come back for a Tokyo session later. And then if you guys are trading later tomorrow evening, you got some NZD high impact folders. Midweek Wednesday, April 8th. Again, you can go through the news. A lot of low impact news coming out of Europe. We have our crude oil inventories, our weekly crude oil inventories. Guys, the Strait of Hormuz is still closed. So that affects the supply and demand of crude oil. I just passed by the gas station where I'm at, $1.92 Canadian for 1 liter of regular gas. Diesel is $2.35 right now. That's Canadian prices right now, just at a gas station right by my house. That's just for regular. Like, I put in premium in my cars, and it's $2.20 right now a liter, which is, it's getting crazy. It went up 15 cents overnight last night. Guys, and Wednesday, 2 p.m., we have the FOMC meeting minutes. This is not the conference. This is not with Powell. This is just a summary and the minutes of our previous FOMC that we did live. Okay? There is high impact. It will be volatile at that time when they release these minutes. Just please be careful trading at that time. Then we go into Thursday. Again, light news coming out of Europe. We move into 8:30 North American news. We have our U.S. core PCE price index, final GDP quarter over quarter in the U.S., and our weekly unemployment claims will be released. Okay. And it was good NFP numbers last week on Friday if any of you guys were trading. But you should be, whether you're trading or not, you should have had a look at those numbers. They came out really positive, and the unemployment rate went down a 0.1% in US. So let's see if it can continue to sustain that in continuous months. And then to finish off Friday, guys, lots of news coming out Friday. Canadian employment news will be coming out, and then the U.S. core CPI news. So this is big. Friday morning, guys, is big U.S. news. CPI is inflation. So we have our core CPI. You guys know core excludes something. It excludes food and energy. Then this reading, CPI month over month, that will include food and energy. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist. Food and energy has been going up, so I can probably guarantee that these numbers are going up. You can see already in the forecast, they already have it going up. Previous was 0.2, then we got into this war with Iran, and cost of fuel is going up. If diesel goes up, our grocery store, to bring the food into the grocery store, is going to go up. That's inflation. So you can see they've already projected a forecast of 0.3, an increase. But look at this one, the CPI month over month, the one that includes everything. This includes the oil and energy. Look at it. It's gone up 3x. From 0.3, their forecast is 1.0. So if this comes out like 1.2, 1.3 or more, that is not good for the US dollar. That would be extremely good for gold. So keep that in mind, guys. Friday is the big day this week, Friday morning, okay? And that's our news. Earnings this week, tomorrow morning, nothing. Tomorrow after hours, again, Levi's will be reporting. We go into Wednesday, pre-market, Delta Airlines. You guys know that airlines in the U.S. TSA has been down. So there's been a lot of delays there. That might affect the way how Delta Airlines has earnings, forward guidance, and things like that, the airline industry. Wednesday after hours, we got Constellation Brands, Applied Digital. No real big names. We move into Thursday morning, BlackBerry. Thursday after hours, not much going on, and a Friday light day. So not much on earnings this week, guys. I wouldn't be too concerned about earnings this week. In the news, lots of news right now with Trump. Trump widens the threat to all of Iran's power plants and bridges as his deadline for a deal approaches. Okay, that's tomorrow is the deadline. I believe it was tomorrow midnight. And U.S. gas prices risk topping $5 per gallon if the Strait of Hormuz stays closed. So that it's creeping up there, and I don't think that Iran is opening it up anytime soon. So this could continue to increase. Oil and energy could surge in the next little bit. Gold declines as traders weigh Trump remarks on the truce prospects, or if we're going to see a ceasefire. What else we got going on in the news? That's it. That's the big news, guys. You guys probably are all aware of it. That's our news. Just going over here, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Welcome, everyone, on Zoom and YouTube. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. Just to mention, everyone on YouTube, there's a free Telegram channel. It's pinned at the top of YouTube for you guys. It gives you all of our upcoming live links on the YouTube, the before and after trade ideas, setups over here. And there was a big one on Bitcoin today. We had a good setup for 1,000 points on Bitcoin. I believe it was right at 62,500. Sorry, I deleted the Discord by accident here. Let me just pull it right up here. I'll show you guys the signal. Yeah, right over here was the big one on crypto. So we were looking for right over here the buys at over here at 69,200. So it moved up, and then see how slowly it retraced right in there. Kind of took a wick rejection and pushed right back up for 1,000 points. So guys, if you like trade ideas, indices, commodities, crypto, there's some trade ideas over there. And guys, if you do want to join the team, we'd love to have you guys. Don't forget, guys, April 20th is the start of our 6-day stock and options bootcamp. You get the 6-day bootcamp. You get a 3-month premium plan with us that includes the signals, the Discord, all the live sessions with myself and Dave, and all of the education, guys, on the website, and a one-on-one session with myself. So all of the information is online. If you guys want to sign up, spots are limited. It's there for you guys, okay? And free blogs available, guys. We posted this one on bank holidays. Not a great idea to be trading due to slippage, spreads, and things like that. Take the day off. When it's Easter, Good Friday, take the day off. Be with your family. You're not missing much in the markets. There will always be another day. Okay, guys? And this is our live sessions this week. Dave will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, live New York, 8 to 10 a.m. We're gonna finish up Tokyo sessions this week, and then next week we're gonna move into post New York, send some New York sessions. And guys, don't forget there's gonna be a webinar on psychology and mindset uploaded this Friday on risk management, position sizing. And guys, just everyone on YouTube and everyone, guys, we started this 15-minute education series. We got 2. I got another one coming up, I believe, on Tuesday or Wednesday. So we started 15 minutes or less, Secrets of Candlesticks, OHLC explained. And this one over here, the real body analysis. I got the one coming up next on the wicks. And then we're going to start breaking down. So guys, I hope you guys are enjoying these 15-minute quick little education. We're going to do a lot of these straight to the point, no fluff. It's hard for me because I like to talk a lot, but I'm learning to try and keep these under 15 minutes for you guys. So hopefully you guys do enjoy them. Continue to subscribe to the channel, guys, and like the channel. And we do appreciate it. Okay, guys. So this is our live Tokyo session. Let's get into it. Welcome everyone on Zoom. How is everyone doing? Welcome, guys. Sergio, welcome. Dennis, Benit, welcome, guys. Thank you all for joining. And everyone else, I hope you guys had a great Easter long weekend and ready to hit the markets. YouTube, thank you guys as well for joining. Alex, Mego, welcome. Crypto King, Kartik, thank you for joining, guys. Romario, thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Welcome. Lufaith, good morning. All the way from South Africa, Johannesburg, just after midnight. Thank you for joining, brother. I appreciate you. Okay, guys, let's get into it. I'm going to start off with a top-down analysis. You can see right out of the gate when the daily candle opened 6 p.m. It was bullish and we're retracing down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go through a top-down analysis, starting from the daily, hourly, bringing it down to the 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm starting on the daily. Good evening, Borix. Thank you for joining, Brendan. Welcome. Okay, guys, so real quick, we do have our all-time high on gold. You guys know about that. There it is, up there. What day did we hit it? We hit it all the way back end of January, early February when we're starting. We're just below 5,600 all-time high. Some key points of interest. When we did push down from that all-time high, we found a nice supporting level right over here at around 4,400. We did bounce back up. We came right into the all-time high supply zone. So if I look at the all-time high, I bring it down to those bodies. I make it red to illustrate selling pressure, sellers, bring it into the future. And I can see when we came back in there, it pushed all the way down. Look at how we hugged this point of interest right at this wick. We kind of consolidated, nice little double bottom and moved back up off of it. Okay, so we got a nice supporting zone right over here. That is holding this move right below that point of interest. There's some body to bodies right there. Make it green, stretch into the future. And you can see that we did close above it, retrace back into it, hold, and then that took us to our all-time high. Again, from the all-time high when we came down, nice big rejection showing good, strong pending orders. And you can see when we were trading in here, it's still holding good support. So stretch that into the future. This could be come back down. 4,400 could be another nice double bottom to continue to potentially push gold near the all-time high. Okay, so it is still holding. Now we got some levels. Okay, we got some good levels of interest that we can look at. Here's one right here when we bounced off of there, body daily closed, ignited bullish open and a retest. So this yellow line, around 46.50 was support there. And you can see our daily candles right at it. We did move above it, but now it's coming back to retest. So we're going to see 46.50. Is it going to be resistance to push us down, or is it going to hold support to bring us back up? If we do hold and we push back up, where could we naturally go to? Well, if you want to mark up these two wicks, our previous highs on Wednesday and Thursday of last week, just below 4,800. That's a good, strong resistance we have right now. And then if it continues to break above that and drive, where could we go? I would just cut that big black candle in half, or just drag it right down to those bodies, like right there, 49.20, 25. That's good enough for now. If we start moving our way up this yellow line, we move up there, and we'll just continue to look like right up here. So right now, we got to focus on our daily candle right now. So we had a good push last week, Friday, good push, move, Wednesday, Thursday, and you guys know, see why it was not a great idea to be trading on Friday. I saw some of you guys were trading currency and things like that. It's not worth it, guys. When there's bank holidays, stay away from the markets. You'll probably just get a headache trading them. Okay, so this is what we got going on the daily. It is a beautiful, like you can consider this all one bottom. So there's our big neckline. Now we're pushing down. So we're going to see, are we holding here? Is it going to come a little deeper? Is it going to be a double bottom, or is it going to break, right? So right now we're holding here. So if we see blue volume, we got to continue to fill up Monday's wick and see if we can continue to push up and come up here. This could be another top and bring us down, but we could break above there, okay? So what we got to work with is basically yesterday's bearish spin top candle. So here was our opening price yesterday. It was originally bullish. So I'm going to mark yesterday's high as a point of interest, just above 4,700, 47.06, and it got rejected. And then sellers pushed it right back down to the opening price. The candle flipped bearish. It was bearish, 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 where it stopped right there, right at 4,600 on the dot, right there. Nice psychological level. Look at it, 4,650 cents. And found some buyers, higher low than this wick on Thursday. Buyers came back up and pushed it near the end of the day and closed it right there. So right now, we opened with a bullish ignited daily candle. You saw it on the 5 minutes, that big 5-minute candle. You see we have not broke bearish yet. So it's still holding that ignited open right at 46.50. And it pushed bullish, 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 where we made a high of the day so far right here, 4,667. 6767 right there, and it got rejected, lower high. So we haven't came up to our point of interest, the body open over here. We haven't came into that Friday's volume, or we haven't even filled up yesterday's wick. Okay, so it's got rejected, but there's still some bullish volume that could continue to fill up and get and break out of there impulsively. However, if the sellers exhaust all of this blue volume and we come back down to the opening price, see this yellow line? I'm going to make it purple because there's no wick. That is essentially our lowest point of the day, was right when we opened. So if it does flip black, we could start to push down. But notice how big the wick is yesterday, okay? So from the wick to this yellow line, I can look backwards and see right there, there was some structure of bodies to bodies and a body. So right there, if I and look at the number, 4,625. So that's a nice point of interest right there. I have two bodies that line up, body, body, and then the numbers 4625, 4626, nice area, okay? So if we drop, like if we lose our opening balance from 46.50 and it comes all the way down to 46.25, that's a $25 move. That's about 250 pips. We could be done for the night and pip and dip, because it could come down there and get a higher low, just like this. This candle came down, got a wick, back up. This yesterday was a big black candle and it stopped right there, got a higher low and went right back up. They could flip this black and come down black, black, black and stop right there, get a wick and go back up, right? So that's why I mark up these lines. If it's a big black candle and it breaks that, well then it's has a high probability it will continue to fill the previous wick, the previous day, and we'll see if it stops there at 4,600, finds support. If it breaks, could drop down and fill the next Thursday's April 2 wick, all the way down there, okay? So right now we have a very bullish daily candle, and you can see where it's developing right at this kind of neckline. So let's go to the 1 hour, see how the hourlies have been trading. These are hourly candles. So I can see we made a double top right up there. Big drop was Wednesday, April 1st, April Fool's Day, come all the way down. Nice double bottom. But then you see, came back down, held. We were trading here. That Friday, nobody was trading. Came back down. Now we moved back up. So you can see the hourly is struggling right at this area. We pushed down. And now our hourly candles are basically in between the daily range, the purple lines. And we had bearish, we had bullish, we had bearish, and our opening balance right now. This is our daily candle that just opened up, 6 p.m. It's very bullish right now, okay? So if we continue this session and break our daily high and we break, right there, you got an hourly resistance. So I'm just going to place a white line right there, just in case we fill up to there, from the purple to the white line, 667 to 82. Is about a $15 move in gold. That would be 150 pips to fill up to the white line. Again, that could be essentially your daily goal if we get up there, because it could come up there and get rejected and push right back down. If we move above there and we close above, we build off of it, then we're filling this hourly wick right over here to continue to get up to that daily point of interest, okay? So right now, strong hourly open. What we could also do is from this push down all the way down there, if you want to draw your fibs from here to there, you could see where your retracements are and things like that. I'm just going to head on into the 5 minutes now so we can see how it was trading all day today. The big move right now was the big opening balance right there. That's when the candle opened. So that is a big structural candle. It did close above this resistance right here. So first thing what I'm going to do with this bar is cut it in half and find the point of control. That's the candle you should be doing it on, that one right there. Okay, so cutting it in half right there, there's 0.5. And then to find my point of control, you guys know it's Fibonacci, it's the 382618 right there. And I'm going to stretch it into the future, okay? So if the sellers push it back into here, it could bounce and go back up, right? If the sellers push it and invert it and close below here, it could turn into a red zone, and then we're pushing down and see if we're going to break the opening balance. If we break, you guys know the drill. It could break, close, push down. It could be liquidity and come back up, and I'm still using that same zone. So this zone will be stretched into the future, okay? So I didn't take the move right when the daily candle opened. So right now, I've done my analysis. Now I got to sit back and wait it out. So right now it's pushing down at the daily high. Now what I look at is if I'm not in a trade, I'm waiting. I see right there, I can see it right now. There's some big 5-minute resistance right there. Now I go backwards, and then I see when it came up right there, it went back down. I go backwards. I see right there when it came in, it went down. I see go backwards. I see that there was an impulse. This was today at 11:30. Noon, impulse break. Right here, kind of fake out at 12. Then you guys know Donald Trump started speaking at 1 p.m. and then the market dropped down. This was when Trump was talking, 1 p.m. and then it kind of consolidated. It came right back up, pushed back down, kind of just broke those lows right there, and then we're right in here. So that will be stretched across into the future. If we do break, we got some resistance right up there. Okay, guys, so that was a quick little top down. Welcome, guys. Okay, Cressy, all the way from Bulgaria. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Guys, do you guys have any questions? That was a quick top down. So just following this was a bearish candle, closed kind of below 50%. It came back up blue, pushed down, lower high. This one came up blue, lower high, pushed down, close, came up blue again. So you can see like below 50% of these bearish candles, like right there, right there, right there, the sellers are still pushing it down, okay? So, in order to buy, maybe we got to see if we can tag in this zone, or if it doesn't come in here, it's got to make a higher low and kind of get back above here and use this for support to get back up, okay? Because if you just buy, you could have bought this candle and then it pushed you right back down. If you bought that candle, they pushed you right back down. If you buy this candle, same situation. They could push you back down. But we're getting closer to this point of control. So, maybe bigger buyers are coming in, but there's no problem. We're just waiting and seeing where and how the bar will close. Okay. I'm just going to check my spreads right now. Not bad. 0.5. That's where I like to be around. Val, welcome. Good evening. Thank you for joining. Hope you had a great Easter. Kyle, welcome. Thank you. Sergio, welcome. Thank you for joining, guys. How was everyone's day? How was everyone's Easter? We're in this little bear channel, okay? So off of the daily high and that big bullish push to open, we're in this little bear channel right now. And if you guys are in a trade right now, that's fine. Just please follow risk management. We have about 12 more minutes to go, and then we're going to get a new hourly candle. It's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern, and then 8 p.m. we have futures. Guys, I just want to give a heads up. 8:30, no matter what, whether I'm in a trade, whether it's a win, loss, or I'm at a break even, or I'm whatever, if I'm in drawdown or holding, I have to end the call at 8:30 because it's a big night. It's the NCAA March Madness finals tonight. It's UConn versus my team, Michigan. I got them to win the whole tournament in my bracket. So I hope Michigan wins tonight. But yeah, that game starts, I believe, at 8:50. Anybody going to be watching the March Madness or just myself? It's been a great tournament. Really good games. Yeah, Michigan is awesome. I live 90 minutes away from Michigan. Detroit is like my home away from home. Got a lot of cousins out there. I got family and friends out there. I used to watch Michigan back in the day. The Fabulous Four. Your bracket got busted. I know Illinois busted a lot of brackets. Okay, guys, so we got a bullish candle coming right back up. Let's see if we can get some closing volume. Notice how we haven't tagged the point of control. Okay, that happens, right? You just got to continue to be patient, right? Remember what I said, when the volume is moving away from it, there's pending orders that are developing here. It could be getting stronger orders, right? Don't always feel like if you miss a trade, it's the end of the world. It's not. Just understand that zone could be accumulating more and more pending orders. You just got to patiently wait. How's everyone's trading going? Is it improving? I hope it's improving. I hope you guys are improving your trading. I hope you guys are improving your discipline. I hope you guys are improving your risk management. Hope you guys are learning by the day, right? You're going to learn by making some mistakes. We all do. We're putting together that series for you guys. Learn how to trade in 15 minutes or less. We're starting off with the basics, and then those are going to get a little bit more advanced as we go along. So I want to keep them short and sweet for you guys, because I know time is precious for everybody. Nobody wants to watch a 2-hour tutorial. I understand. But I'm going to try my best to keep them within 15 minutes, straight to the point, no fluff. So I'll have a description in there. But I want you guys to read the description on your own, okay? Because if I read it, it's going to take about 5 minutes, and that will cut from our time. So there will be a detailed description. If you guys can read it before the webinar or after the tutorial, you'll learn a lot. Maybe I'll miss a few things, but it will be in the detailed. And when we get into more advanced tutorials, you're going to want to read that description, okay? It will really help you guys. Okay, so you see, we're barcoding. It came back down, black, blue. That was a big blue candle. Again, impulse, impulse, impulse. Black candle could be coming deeper down. So we're in a consolidated range. You see it's like piano keys. You see it's barcoding. If I was to trap all this volume right now, that's exactly what I would be doing. It's just inside here. We move black, blue, could be coming back down black. It could build back up and close blue, and then we have another blue move coming back up. But I want to see if this black, if it can come trade into this green zone. How do I know how to mark that green zone? We'll have a tutorial on the PLC, and then that's what I'm going to say, Gemetic, that we go watch that tutorial. But quick, since you asked, it was a big structural candle. It was a big blue volume-based candle, and it closed above this resistance. So all I grabbed was my Fibonacci tool from the opening balance to the closing balance. See right there, the 0.5. I placed a line there, and then I have the golden zone, the 382-618. That's how I got the zone, okay? But we'll have a detailed webinar, tutorial, breaking all this down. When we get there, right? So far we did OHLC, what is a candle? The open, high, low, close. We talked about the second one was the real body of volume. We got big bodies and thin volume. Like this is a big body candle. These are thin body candles. What does that mean? What is context to that? I did wick analysis, long wicks, short wicks, know what rejection wicks are. And then the next one, we'll be moving into now candlesticks, individual ones. Well, the just basic ones that you have to know. You got to know what a bullish engulfing is. You have to know bullish side family. You got to know what a hammer is. You got to know what an inverted hammer is, and a spin top bullish pin bar are basically the same, just with a little bit more volume. And then I'm going to do the same for the bearish family. And then we're moving into new concepts, how to understand what support is. Support will be one tutorial. Resistance is one tutorial. How to create a zone is another tutorial. How to identify, someone said, Ron, can you do one on an order block? Absolutely. We'll have a tutorial on that. How to do the point of control. That will be a tutorial. Everything will be in order, guys. So I just need you to watch from video 1, 2, 3, all the way up to video 100. If we have 100 tutorials, they will all be in order. Okay. I'm going to try and make this as easy as possible for everyone. What's my day job? My day job is being a husband and a father. That's a full-time job. That's my day job. Being a dad and a husband. And I don't get paid for that. Today I was working overtime with them. They were here all day. They didn't have school. So we had to go play arcades. We had to go bowling. I had to keep them entertained. But it's fun. I love it. I'm like a kid myself. Anytime you can spend time with your kids, it's the best, guys. You know? Okay, so we got that big black candle. Remember what I was saying? If you bought, yes, it was a nice blue candle, but if you wait for it to close, see, it didn't make new highs. Blue volume did not close above there. And then we got a black candle coming right back down. So we might be coming into this green zone, moving into our new hourly candle at 7 p.m. Okay, so if we are considering buys, let's wait 4.5 more minutes. Let's see if the sellers can push it into here. And this is the point of control of the big bullish candle that opened. This is our daily, when the daily candle opened, that big explosive move out of there. Okay, we haven't revisited back into here. Okay, so this might be an opportunity if you are potentially looking to buy. Okay, but it could cut right through there and continue to go down, right? So let's take it one candle at a time. And as we get closer to 7 p.m. in 4 minutes. Tips on small accounts below $1,000 is, tip number 1 is you're not looking to make any money. You're not looking for anything. You are a beginner. Anything below $1,000, $500, like a learning account. So what I would be doing is have realistic daily goal of pips points, ticks, or percentage. So let's say if I had a $500 account, I'm not looking to build that $500 account into $10,000, okay? But what I'm looking to do is, can I consistently get 100 pips out of the market with that small account? And see if you can do that for 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months. And then you can start to build confidence with your trading, and then you're going to start to scale it a little bit. But that's what I would do. Small accounts are to see if you can gain experience without losing a lot of money. But the goal is not to take it to $10,000. Okay, eventually you will, but that's where a lot of traders at the beginning, they think that that's what they're going to do. No. So just slow and steady, either pips or percentage. Try with that small account. If you can get 1% per day or 0.5% per day, that adds up. If you can do it 0.5% per day, Monday to Friday, that's 2.5%. You can grow that account. If you can sustain that over a month, that account grows 10%. And then compounding over time, month over month, you're going to start to learn how to do that. Then when you build the confidence, if you have the money, maybe you have money in the savings account on the side, or you do a prop firm for 25,000, 50,000, and you all of those principles and basics that you've learned, now you apply it to that, and then you can start to make a little bit more money, okay? That's my recommendation if you have a small account, is don't look at the dollar figures, okay? Look at have a daily goal of either a percentage, that's what I like to do, a percentage, or a certain pips. Let's say your goal is 100 pips per day, okay? So that's what I would be aiming for. Small account or large account, right? Okay, guys, so we're getting close to 7 p.m. in 90 seconds. So we just tapped into the top of the green box, okay? Sometimes it taps in the top of the green box, gets a wick, and then it's a big blue candle just driving right through there, okay? But we still have this big black candle. Even if I was to cut that big black candle in half, we're still below it, okay? Even if we have a big blue candle, could drive right back up to here and then push down, okay? So we've came right into the top of the point of control. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't add indicators. My bad. EMA 9, we're right below the EMA 9. EMA 200 is up here. We're below the EMA 200 as well. SST daily bar indicator, I have it on the 15-minute candle, and we'll leave it on there right now. Yes, we have a private Discord. Yeah, I'll put it on right now. We don't have too much news right now. Guys, I'm just going to put it on our Discord commodities channel. We got Nigel, Golden Light, Diana, King Gemini in there. Shay, Ekon, welcome guys. Okay, here we go now. It's a new hourly candle, and we're moving into 7 p.m. now, okay? So we have a new hourly opening. Okay, so close with no wick. It's blue. It could just go straight up blue, right? But let's see, maybe will it continue try to push down into there? It is black. Okay, let's see if it will push into here, fill that wick, drive into here. It might hold, right? It already tapped in, yeah, like that. See how it held? Okay, so it already held. See right here, we got a 5-minute point of interest right at that body, and the wick now holding. So we haven't traded into the green, like deep into the green zone yet. Sometimes it just holds there and goes up blue. Now we got a big black candle coming down. So let's see if it can continue to come deeper down into here. Okay, so if it fills that wick, will it create a new lower low, or will it hold and create a higher low and we consolidate here, then they turn it back up? And please, guys, if you're trading, manage your risk. Okay, just measure one of these candles, like these candles inside this box. If I just measure those, they're about 30 pips, okay? They're about 30. The one with the bigger volume, like this black one, it's about a 40 to 50 pip candle. Okay, we're not getting those crazy like 100 pip candles like when the market opened. Okay, so we got another rejection. It's holding now. And it's turning into a hammer. Okay, so it looks good. I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy now on the hammer. Okay, it already tagged into the green box. Then it came down black, 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 but created that higher low and then pushed back up. So I'm going to buy. I'm going to place my stop loss. Let's see here. Do I want to be the entire green zone? I'm going to put it the entire green zone for now. And then my reward I'm looking for is to continue to fill those wicks and maybe get it up to these bodies for now. I will adjust my risk according to if it goes up and closes, I'll start to reduce it. But that's for now. I want to keep my stop loss. Like normally I keep it right there, just below there. But sometimes if it comes deep, tags me and it goes up. So I'm going to keep it below there. And then see if we can make our way through there. Okay, I'm going to buy on gold. Okay. I feel like I'm getting a good discount. Okay, from this high, it's discounted 90 pips. Okay, from buyers that bought the high up there. So I'm getting a discounted price. I would have liked to get deeper down into here, but sometimes it might just consolidate here and hold up. So we'll see if it can consolidate here. In a buy. I'm already in. Yeah. It's in a little drawdown right now. Looking to get some volume above. Let's see if we can get buyers above 45.60 up here. I'm already in, yes, in a buy. If you're not in, wait it out, wait it out. You might get a better position. Okay, I'm already in. But you can see it's kind of like a spin top candle. We have another minute to go into the close. So let me just break it down, guys, why I went in, just so you know. Okay, remember, it came down that first candle, 655, tagged the green box. I was waiting for it to come deeper, came up, closed as a bullish pin bar. Then it opened, 7 p.m. new hourly candle. It was bearish, bearish, bearish. And then see when it tagged again, higher low, and it flipped into a hammer. That's exactly when I was looking for the buy. And then it came back down black, but it's still kind of holding. So that was my thought process going in. And stop loss is below the green point of control. And I'm looking to see if we can retrace our way back up. But we got to get closing volume to close above these critical areas so we can build off of it. Because if not, again, it could be a lower high and then they push it right back down. R&R is just over a 1-to-1. But if I can get the move what I'm looking, like if I can get blue candle to close above there and retest this, then I start reducing my risk, like right there, okay? Okay, so close, another bullish ignited candle with a short wick moving. But we do have some big resistance right here, right at 46.60, right there. That's where there's a body. Okay, so it's a good move, you know, just coming out of there for about 25 pips. But yes, see that rejection, that's nasty. Okay, so you see there, that red line, there's a body. We broke up there. That was a beautiful blue candle. And then again, they slammed it down. We have this inverted hammer now. Okay, so we got to see if we can continue to hold that opening balance and see if we can continue to push up. But they could reject this. We lose our inverted hammer, and then it's a black candle coming back down. Okay, but you see 46.60 is where there's some serious resistance up here. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. We got to get a blue body to officially close above there, because if not, that's the big resistance. So that's an inverted hammer. It's an upside down hammer. Remember, it's got that strong open. It came very nice and strong. Then they rejected it, but it's still holding that opening, that head of that volume, that bullish. So let's see if it can continue to refuel itself and ask to trade back up here. But you got to know that there's a lot of selling pressure up here. There's a lot of selling pressure at 46.60. So we're building our way back up, but they're pushing it right back down. Okay, so we're fighting our way back up here again, but that's where there's that lot of resistance. So we need help from our 15-minute candle to see if we can break above it and get 15-minute volume to push us back up there. So we have a nice 15-minute candle, which just opened 7 minutes ago. But that's where the resistance is. Okay, so the resistance is here. You know, if that's going to be our short-term neckline, then if we can't advance above this, it's probably going to be black candles maybe pushing back down to see if we can create some support here again, maybe deeper down into the green box. But we'll see how we close. Yeah, you see that nasty rejection. That's what I mean, guys. It's nasty, those rejections. So we lost all of our bullish volume that was in that inverted hammer with 2 minutes to go. So there's some serious resistance right here. And so far we're failing to get up there. Okay. There's a wick, a wick, a wick, a wick. And ours was a nice strong blue candle, and then they just slammed it right back down. So this could turn into one of those indecision candles. Like, you know, where it was black, then blue, then black, and maybe come back up blue and maybe close like right near the opening price. It's those 50-50 candles, unless the sellers can start to push it back down. Rob, Bitcoin also rejected from 70,000. Yeah, 70,000 is a big wall for Bitcoin. Paige, you pipped and dipped and got your 40 pips. That's good. That's good. Pip and dip. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I will never fault anyone for pipping and dipping out of the markets. Okay, so we got to close in 30 seconds. So you see the fight between the buyers and the sellers on this candle. That's what a spin top is. Basically, it opened bearish, went bullish, went back down bearish, went back up bullish. And you can see it's kind of like thin volume right now. It's not like one of these nice big body candles. So the next candle could be black and come back down unless it can, yeah, see what I mean? How it opened bearish ignited. So they're trying to push it down. So what we got to do is get these quick wicks, building these higher lows, and continue to try and fill our wicks and get above there. But this is the resistance, this 466160 area. So we could continue to come back down. However, if we build through here, we could have an impulse break. But if we get blue volume closing above here and we flip this red box green, that could take us to our next target. Okay. So again, it's building blue, nice volume, getting right back up there, and they're rejecting it. So this is where, you know, where it was black, blue, black, blue, black, and we're right back in it, blue again. So this is like a big shoulder right up here, right here. So this is where we're consolidating. We're right in here. Not easy, but we still have a higher low, higher low, higher low. We tagged our green point of control. We didn't come deep down into it. We just tagged it and moved out of there. So sometimes the market needs to come all the way back down into here and get those bigger orders in order to get through this wall right here. Because again, it failed. came up blue, 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 lower high, and then now it's a shooting star candle pushing right back down. Should you move your stop loss? It's up to you. It's up to you. You can reduce it. Like if you want to take your stop loss and just be below here, you can do that. You're welcome to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to place it right below this wick. Okay. So you can see that I've reduced my stop loss now. A good about 30 pips. So my stop loss is just right here now. Okay. My stop is right there. I've reduced it 30 pips. Okay, just in case this leg comes all the way down, maybe push through here. It's not what I'm looking for on the trade. I'm looking to break through here, but if we want to reduce risk, that's how we reduce our risk. No volume right now. Yeah, the volume has stalled off. The volume comes and goes. Right now we're in an accumulation phase. Right here, it's accumulating. Black, blue, that big black move. Then we bought it right back up the blue move, and we're still consolidating. So there's buyers and sellers on both sides. What I'm looking for is get that nice impulse break, maybe get blue volume, close above, come back. We make this a red to green zone. And then that could take us to backfill these wicks and head to the target up there to 4665. But we still have a lot of work to do. It's not easy to break through a resistance wall. We're building off the bottom, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. We have blue volume, right? But it's just struggling right here. There's a big wall of offers. So we got to get buyers, start asking to trade above 4661, 4662 up here. And we're going to go into a new 15-minute candle in the next 1 minute and 10 seconds. So we're getting a new 15-minute candle coming in too at 7:15. Nice. Con, you got 50 pips, TP. Beautiful. But guys, if anything, just understand if you waited, see that first candle that tagged into the point of control and look at the move out of there, right? I bought that candle, the next one. But if you just waited there right at the green box, you see guys how what we're trying to teach is you could have got tagged in right up to 50 pips. So understand your point of controls, okay? On these big structural candles, these guys, cut them in half, find your point of control. Okay, so sellers are here. Again, lower high, rejecting it back down. So I've reduced my stop loss just below this wick right here. So if it comes down black, I get taken out. I don't want it to come just with lower highs and then cut through this point of control. Then it's bearish, maybe attempting to break the opening balance. I don't want to be in that trade anymore, okay? So maximum risk is 30 pips now. 30. That's nothing for gold, okay? Normally, if you trade gold in New York, like it's 100 pips are like average 5-minute candles. So my entire stop loss now is 30 pips, which is not a lot. Not a lot. Still in the money, but it's not doing what I want it to do. So we got to stay with it and see if our new 15-minute candle can help us out here. If we can break through this red wall and close above, then I'll start to go to a break even. Because then I know I'll be at least maybe 35, 40 pips in profit up there. Then it's a good time to maybe go to a break even. Guys, hit the likes on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel if it's your first time here. There's a lot of free tutorials, 15 minutes or less that we're uploading. I think I'll upload one every 3 days maybe, if I can keep up. New subscriber, can you get a shout out? Absolutely. Shelby, XAU, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Shelby, you got XAU in your name. Is gold going to be bullish or bearish? You're on the spot right now. you got a shout out and now you're on the spot. Is Ron going to get some profit up here or Ron's going to get stopped out down here? What's going to happen here? Man, every time we start building, they slam it down. Lower high, lower high, lower high. So you see, guys, these stubborn zones, they're still in the market. I put it into the future. Volume has really tapered off. Let's see, is there any news in the market? Let's see anything. Okay, Australian high impact news is coming out. We had some Saudi Defense Ministry just before 7. It has intercepted and destroyed 7 ballistic missiles targeted eastern region. Missile debris fell near energy facilities, damage being assessed right now. Wow, volume really died off. Cut the trade, it's ranging. I don't have too much risk. 30 pips risk is not a lot. But yeah, I know, I hear you. That's good perspective. Cut it. It's just ranging. But I don't have much risk. So, you know, I still like how it's building off the bottom. Higher lows, higher lows. You know, sellers have been pushing it down, but the buyers are still here at depth of market. It's just nasty, those rejections. These are nasty candles. Okay, so guys, just heads up. My stop loss is just below this wick. At 655, I'm just below here. Okay. Okay, we got some equal lows right now, right there. It's basically right at where I entered. It's like a break even right now. If I close this trade, I just lose my commission. But we're going to run in. We're going to see what happens here. I hate sideways volume. I hate it. I hate range volume. It's frustrating. But it goes both ways too. It's frustrating for sellers. Every time it comes down, it goes up, comes down, goes up. It frustrates both sides, buyers and sellers. Okay, so this candle is closing now in 10 seconds. The momentum has flipped on us, so it's all bears in control. They're pushing it down. They close below. So this red line where that body and that wick were, it could be resistance now, okay? Closed right at it. So if I cut this bearish candle in half, if I just cut it, it's right there, okay? So it's right where these bodies are. So what I need to see is, I need to see a double bottom being produced here, like right around here on the 5 minutes. Otherwise, I'm risking getting stopped out of this, okay? Like right here, I need to see like some sort of bottom above this zone. If it can build right here at 4657, if this can get a wick right here or build something here. Because if not, the sellers will just cut through that wick and then right there. And then my stop loss is right below here, just so you guys know. 30 pip stop loss. Not much, but just how the volume is going. Came up 30 pips in profit. I didn't do anything. I didn't go to a break even. Had I gone to a break even, that candle coming down would have took me out. I didn't do 80-20. I didn't do 80, take out 80%, 20, nothing. Okay. So I'll verbally let you guys know as soon as I get stopped out here. I'm out. Yeah. That's what I'm afraid of. Getting stopped out like that. So remember my original stop loss was below the green zone, and then I brought it up, okay? So now we know where there's big resistance tonight. Place an alert at this resistance, okay? Because later on, if the buyers step back in and we close above there, that could be your opportunity to look for buys. You're right. I should have listened to you. You're right. But it's okay. I lost 30 pips. It's all good. I'll look for 30 pips later on. It's not a big, it's not three. I didn't lose 300 pips, 30 pips. It's all good. Okay. But what I'm saying, guys, is this is how you should look at trading, okay? Whether you take a win, loss, break, whatever it is. You see here, this 4661. This is where there's a wall here. See what I just did there? I placed an alert now. So if gold ever gets up here later tonight, I don't know when, maybe 1 hour from now, 2 hours, 5 hours from now, whatever it is, if it comes back up there, I will get alerted. Then if it comes with bigger blue volume and it closes above there, I could look to take that buy and then take me to the daily high and maybe get above there, okay? So whether you win, you lose a trade, you get stopped out, you know, you got to do some sort of analysis, right? And what I do is now I can see how heavy that wall is there, but it could break later on. Or if it comes back up there, it could still be the resistance and I could look for shorts above it. See, we're different traders, Nabil. You lost 20% and I lost 0.2%, okay? So you can see the big difference in you and I. You lost a fifth of your entire account and I lost 0.2%, okay? You do the math. I'm not a mathematician, but guys, there's no help. No one can help you guys. Nobody. No one on this planet can help you guys. If you're trading 20% of your account on one trade, go to church and ask God to help you, because I don't know who can help you. It's just you are trading reckless. Like, you're not going to be a profitable trader. You're not going to be consistent. I'm sorry. Sorry I got to be this guy, but someone has to be this guy. Or you want me to be that guy that just tells you you're doing a fantastic job. Continue trading with 20%. Put it on now, revenge trade. Go 40% now on your next trade. It's up to you. It's not my account. But 20% is, it's just, I haven't heard those numbers in 20 years. But it's your account, not mine. I'm sweating over here losing 0.2% on 30 pips. Someone just lost 20%. And then they ask, how can I be a profitable trader? Well, you're gambling. That's what you're doing. What do you want me to tell you? Okay, guys, we got to focus here. We're going in 7:30. Now we got bearish volume. If it closes below this point of control is a red zone. And then sellers have taken over. And they could take it out the lowest point of the day here. And then the daily candle could flip bearish. Yeah, he played a poker hand with an inside straight, going all in when there's full house and all kinds of and set on the flop and everything. Unbelievable. Okay, this candle closed below green to red now. Okay, so this point of control that opened bullish from here is now invalid. Okay, it's going to take a lot of work for the buyers to get it back and close it above here to make this green again. So if you're buying, yeah, you're getting discount buys below here, but you're trading right back into a big red box in here now. So I'm going to wait out now till 7:30. $30 pips, guys. Okay, I lost 30 pips, 30. 30 on gold is nothing. I don't know how you lose 20% of your account. Anybody on Zoom, have you guys risked 20%? I don't know if these guys are using prop firms and they just don't care. They buy a prop firm for $30 and risk it all. That's different. But to put your own money into the markets and to risk 20% is crazy. But let's not talk about it. That gentleman has to learn from it. Hopefully that's going to be a big lesson. Bennett, 20% is gambling, not trying. Yeah, it's you're risking a fifth of your entire account on one trade. Like, make this make sense to me. Make this make sense to me. Yeah, he opened a large size, I understand, but look at where he opened a large size in the consolidated range right here. Like, why? Like, I could have opened a large size. I could have gone 10 lots in here. I don't give a shit. I could have gone $100 a pip, but look at the volume. Like, this is not trending volume. I told you guys we're in a range. You know, the buyers could break out of here, but the sellers are still there. Why would you go big lot? If you're going to go a bigger size, at least do it when there's good trading volume, not at the worst time. Like, you got to be smart, guys. You got to learn a little bit. You know, all of us can trade bigger sizing. That's not a big deal, but you got to know when to use it. You don't use it in barcoding. Like, what do you think you're going to do in there? Whether you're buying or selling, like, just think, guys, be smart about this. You want to use big size, you can, but use it in a trending market. Like, you see here, now you got a nice bottom, you got big, that's good volume to trade bigger sizing, but not when it's just like this. You don't go large size in barcoding. It's up to you if you guys want to. I choose not to do that, but I know if I'm going to go big size, I know what's appropriate to do it. You got to have good volume to do it. It's up to you. Just trying to provide some tips, guys, but we're traders. We understand. I trade small sizes, I trade big sizes, but there's a time and place when you do this. Okay, so now we're coming back up blue. It could get rejected. It's a red zone and push it back down. However, if it comes back up blue, now we know we cut through that entire point of control. Maybe pick up buyers and come back and close above here. Turn this green again. Then maybe get that bigger buy, bigger orders down in here to break through that. But the sellers are still in control of this leg down. Why are we trading at this time? Because we're crazy. We're crazy. We're risking 20% of our entire account at this time. We have a live Tokyo session. What do you want me to tell you? This is the time. Live Tokyo. Okay, so we traded right into 50%, that red line, push back down. Now it's a bearish ignited candle that could continue to push down, okay? $7.30 is a new 30-minute candle, guys. If you want, you go to your 30-minute candles, see what's going on. So we had that big explosive move at the open, 6 to 6.30, hit the high of the day, got rejected, came back down. I tried to buy off of that. It did come up right up there, that 30 pips in profit. I didn't do anything. Then it got rejected, came back down, finished with strong selling volume. And now we're building a new 30-minute candle, which could technically come back down to the lowest point of the day. Or we could start to see some development in here. But on the lower time frames, on the 5s, we're still in this now red POC from here. So it could technically come back down. Now, if you want to buy the lowest point of the day, right there. You can see when it dipped below, came back up. It dipped in there, that's when the candle opened. So if it comes back in here, just below 4649, 48 to 47, could look for buys in there, but it could develop right here. Okay, I'm gonna wait 5-10 more minutes, see what's happening here, how it's developing. New York sessions will be next week. Dave does New York's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. See, my bad now. Looking at that, how clean it was, where it came up right into those bodies. I saw some of you guys take your 30, 40 pips out. You pipped and dipped. I should have followed you guys. Right in there. Should have respected that. I should have gone to a break even. Now when you look at it, woulda, shoulda, couldas. Oh well. It happens. That's how you got to learn from it. That's why I said to you guys that pipped and dipped. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But we were building nicely. Higher low. We had the higher low. Higher low. We had the higher high. Just they got us right there. When it couldn't, right there. When we came in there, then a lower high, then they hammered it down on us. So guys, my goal on my next trade, if I do take another one on this session, is to regain my 30 pips back, okay? Just so you guys are clear. I trade, if I lose, it's to get my loss back, okay? So I lost 30 pips on that trade. Now I'm going to look to get 30 pips and go back to basically a break even for the day, for the session, for whatever it is, okay? I'm not looking to take another trade and make 300 pips. My goal is, if I get stopped out and I leave some liquidity behind, I look to pick it back up at some point, whether it's going to be on this session, whether it's going to be at midnight tonight, or it's going to be tomorrow morning. At some point, my next trade, my goal is to get my money back. I don't know how you guys, when you guys take a loss, I want to get back to break even. Then I want to review this trade. I want to review the next trade. And then I'm at an even playing field again. Then I can continue trading. And then also on my way to pick up those 30 pips, if the second trade gets stopped out, that could be strike 2, right? And in a baseball game, you only get 3 strikes and then you're done. You got to go sit on the bench. So trading is the same way. If you take a second trade trying to pick up your first loss and you lose again or you get stopped out, now you got 2 strikes against you, okay? So you really have to be really disciplined with your third and final trade. If you do a 3-strike rule, I do that. And then you really have to wait for a high probable setup. And then if you get clocked out your third trade, that's it. Your day is basically over. You got to do some analysis, figure out what went wrong, why did you take 3 losses, learn from it, and then get some good sleep and come back the next day. Don't revenge trade. Don't get upset at the markets. Don't get upset at yourself. Get upset at yourself if you risk 20%, but if you traded within your risk, 0.5%, 1% per day, and you got stopped out, that's manageable. Like if I lose 0.5% or 1% in a day, I have confidence that I can maybe come back the next day and get it. But if I was to lose 20% in one day, it's difficult to get that back. You got to really grind a lot. Okay, so now that point of control from the opening balance did not hold, right? Sellers are in full control. So now we got to see whoever bought today's daily candle right there, if the market comes back down there, will they be protecting that position and shoot it back up? Or is it going to do the same thing like this POC, cut through here, turn red, and then gold could flip, and it's a selling going into the futures market, okay? We're not too far away from the futures. We're about 23 minutes. So could trade right around here. We'll see if maybe it closes above here, continue get that leg pushing up, or selling pressure is just going to continue pushing down. You guys are testing out buys? No, I'm not going in a buy yet. No. Still, you're below there, lower high, still bearish volume. If you're buying, you're just going with the flow just because it dropped a little further down, okay? Got to see bullish candles come back up, maybe close above here to build its way back up. I already bought this move, and it just came up there, and then they pushed it back down. So similar here. If I just buy this move, it could come up again, 30 pips, and then they just slam it back down. I already went through that right there. I don't want to go through that again. So this is where you got to be a little bit more disciplined to see if the sellers can trade it into the opening balance or break the daily low, grab liquidity like they did over here. Or maybe I just got to continue selling with this pressure. Sell if it comes up, I sell it back down. The market is balancing itself out because look, if you see 6 p.m., that big 5-minute candle, and then the next 5-minute candle in 10 minutes, it drove in 10 minutes right when it opened, 185 pips, and now it retraced all the way back down, and now we're just kind of rebalancing. So we just got to continue to wait it out, see if blue closes above here, respects this. Maybe then we could continue to look for those buys, or sellers are going to push it back down and test the opening balance right here. Okay, so it came down, picked up, blue candle. Can it at least close above the red line? Remember, the red line is the exact 50% of that big blue candle. So right there, we were looking to see if it would be support. The black candle closed below it. So that red line right now is resistance and resistance at 4655. So we're still below this. Are any of you guys in a trade right now? Well, Rob, on this chart, FXCM, it shows the bullish ignited daily candle. Is there a wick below it when on your broker? Yeah, I see it too on Fusion. It opened, it was slight drawdown, and then it shot up. Not sure why it doesn't show it on this one, but Okay, so we're still trading now in this point of control where it could, just consolidate in here. So what I'm waiting for is to see who can accumulate more volume in here. The buyers, the sellers could push it back down. Can we close above here, make the red zone green again, build off of it, and maybe get that extension that we were looking for earlier. It picked up more volume down in here. Did not break the structure, still holding. From here, higher low, higher low, higher low. Still holding. And a new 15-minute candle coming out in 3 minutes. So might as well, let's wait for this 15-minute candle to form, officially close, and then see what happens. You guys got 30 pips? Yeah, it might be the range right now. If you can trade for 30 pips, buying was 30 pips, selling you can get 30 pips, buying again maybe some 30 pips. It's in that type of range. We can't look for 100, 200 pip moves unless you willing to hold and build off of it. 30 pips is kind of the range now. This is like pip and dip trading. So you can use a tighter stop loss in a range. Okay, so some Japanese news is coming out right now. We're trading Tokyo session, so there's going to be some Japanese news. And we're about 15 minutes away from the futures market open. Okay, so that was a bullish candle, impulsively breaking out, rejected back down, could be coming down. I think maybe we might still get selling pressure pushing down. We might have to maybe continue to sell with this lag down. If you don't feel comfortable selling, then you got to wait for it to build back above here. Okay, so we got 1 more minute to go into close. See, that was a nice blue candle. Again, they rejected it, and now it's a black candle that could close below and continue to maybe potentially push down to target the opening price down in here. But again, you're consolidating. Like right here. Not the greatest volume to be trading. This is really shitty volume. It's not the greatest right now. Okay, we got 20 seconds to go, and then we're going to get a new 15-minute candle. Sergio, 9 p.m., I like that time too. 9 p.m., you get through all of this garbage time hours. Futures market opens. 9 p.m. is good. But sometimes Trump talks at 9 p.m. Eastern, and that affects the markets. If he's not talking, it's a good time to be trading. 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so it came bearish. Again, higher low, push with that higher high. It's kind of like that similar setup that I had right there where it tagged and then it came back and then I bought that candle and then it pushed up. Similar, if you buy here, it could come up, push back down. I'm going to wait for blue volume to close above this red zone, okay? Because it could just come through here and go back down. So when I'm waiting for confirmations, I'm going to wait for 5-minute candle to close above this red zone, and then I'm going to make it back to green again and maybe look to buy off of it. Unless you want to buy now, you're buying on an impulse, but you're buying a new 15-minute candle that just opened as well. I'm going to hold off until this candle closes, no matter what. That's why you got to watch those rejections like that. Okay, so they rejected it, and it could turn black and start coming back down black and continuing to push down. Okay, so if you're stuck on buys, you might have to, like switch your mindset or just continue waiting for the candle to close, right? Like I said, no matter what, even if that was a big blue candle, I told you I'm going to be patient and wait for it. So now I saw it got rejected, and now it's turning into a bearish candle coming down. Okay, so it could come down black again. If you sell early prematurely, it could get a wick and go back up. It's in that range where it will play with you. So might as well just hold off and wait for the candle to close. It'll show us, buyers will show us if they close above here, sellers will show us if they close below here. Right now we're just still trading right inside of it. So when in doubt, wait it out. Should be a rule for everybody. If you're not sure, wait for the candle to close. You'll get more information when it closes. But yes, sometimes you'll miss out on an impulse move. It happens. But how many times were you going to take an impulse and then it comes all the way down and then you're in drawdown? Lots of times. Okay? So just make up your mind and have a rule. I made up my mind. I'm going to wait for this candle to close. And I want to see if the buyers can close above here or the sellers will close it below here. If we're continuing to trade in here, then I got to wait for another candle. That's the name of the game, guys. I can't, you want to play the patient game, you got to be patient. What can we do? Otherwise, we're opening up, if we're just trade anything in here, we're opening up for mistakes. We're opening up for to get stopped out. We're just opening up that bag of worms. Well, we don't need to. If you really want to wait it out another 12 minutes, it's going to be the futures market open. Maybe better volume will be trading at that time. I like that. The patient dog eats the fat bone. Yep. Okay, so we got one more minute to go. It's a bullish candle. Got some good bullish volume. Will it close above? Remember the point of control? I have not changed the size of the point of control. It's been the same point of control when we based it off of that first 5-minute candle. We close below it, push down, but the volume is still inside of it. So if it closes blue, just going to change the color of the point of control to green again to represent that buyers could be still building in here and then push us through here. But sellers are still here, they could push it right back down. 30 seconds to go now for this candle to close. Okay, again, see the blue volume was right up there again, and then they just slammed it right back down. So we did not close above, right? So they pushed it down. Now we opened bearish, ignited, and they're pushing it down off of the rejection wick. So you saw that blue candle was right up there. Last 5-10 seconds, boom, they slammed it down. And then the next candle with that momentum off of that rejection wick opened as a bearish, ignited, and pushing down. Very similar to what happened to me when I was in the buy up there. When it was coming up, that was a nice big bullish candle, and then they slammed it down and then pushed down. It was this one. So very similar, okay? So, if you held off, we're still waiting because now sellers could push it all the way down. And then we could start pushing down bearish. And maybe we got to sell that leg going down. Okay, so there's a lot of resistance here. We're still trading inside this zone. There's both buyers and sellers in here. Just like what was happening up here, where it's black, blue, black, blue. Now, again, higher low coming in. It did exactly like when I got into that buy up here. Very similar. Higher low, higher low, higher low. It wasn't making any new higher highs like up here. And then they sold it down. So, we got to think about that going into the futures. Now we have a nice big bullish candle, short wick. This is a hammer that could impulsively fill that wick and then start to drive. So this is the time you ask yourself, do I want to trade an impulse candle? It picked up, it's filling that wick. If it fills, you can start to drive up to this body and maybe get up to those bodies. However, it could make a new higher high and then get slammed right back down. So again, but this candle has not closed above the zone. Again, this is where we got to say, if you're trading on impulse, this is an impulse break, okay? If you're waiting for the candle to close in 3 minutes, then you got to wait 3 more minutes and watch the impulse happen, okay? You got to have some sort of rules. Otherwise, buy the impulse and see what happens, right? But if you continue with that strategy, the market will show you hundreds of impulse trades throughout the day. And then which one is the best one? Which impulse? Because if you keep trading on impulse, the market will potentially get you. So in my opinion, it's best to wait for volume to close and then confirm to you how low it went, how high it went, where it opened, and where it closed. And if it's a big candle like this and it closes like that, then we're going to make the green zone, the red zone green. Maybe it will come back down, and then we buy the retest with pending orders waiting to get filled. Okay. If you got this impulse or you built off the bottom, fantastic. You're in the money. But if you didn't, you don't want to just buy the high. You've missed the move. So you got to wait for a pullback, unfortunately. I know it sucks, but that's trading. So this is still the big resistance that we've had this entire session that we couldn't break above. What about selling right now? Well, the same thing goes for you as selling. Like you're going to sell now against a big, very bullish candle, and you're going to sell before this candle closes. Just wait for it to close. Because if you sell now, what if it continues to come up, close, and then you're selling, and then it's got that volume to break through here, and then it's breaking right through here, and you're a massive drawdown on your sell, right? You both got to wait. Buyers and sellers, we both got to wait. If you're not in the trade, we got to wait it out. Do you guys agree with that or no? I trade a lot on impulse on 1 minute. I know how it is. Okay, and you're not going to have a lot of success on the 1 minute. Or you're not going to have a lot of success trading on impulse candles. Look up here. If we impulsively bought that, we were in drawdown. If we impulsively bought that, we were in drawdown. If we impulsively bought up there, we got stopped out or in drawdown, right? If we impulsively bought any of these bars, they put us in drawdown. Okay, so this candle did officially close above the red zone. So that was the point of control from the first 5 minutes of the open. Okay, so we broke through it, came back up, higher lows. So now we're 5 minutes away from futures. So you see how I made it now a green zone? So if the market pulls back into here, you can see here at the top of the green box, middle, or down here, it could be like that double bottom. And then build to break this through this neckline and then get us bullish later tonight, okay? So maybe the market will come back down, trade back into here. This now changed from red to green. Maybe there's pending buyers now starting to come in here to get ready to maybe potentially get filled on a futures pullback, potentially. Maybe it doesn't come in here right away. Maybe they have now enough volume to break it through here and drive it higher during the futures. But I'm going to wait till 8 p.m. What do you guys think going into the futures? Bullish or bearish? Bullish for gold to break above here would be bullish. Or do you guys think we come back below here and then we're taking this out? Bullish or bearish? This is bullish coming up here or bearish coming down here. What do you guys think? Bullish, you hope it goes bullish? We're not too far away. 2 more minutes to go. We can look at the hourly now, since we're going to look at the hourly. Like we were looking at a shitty 5-minute candle. Look at the hourly, okay? It's it opened, was bullish, came back down bearish, closing right exactly virtually where it opened. So not the greatest. And then this is how it looks on the 5 minutes. You would just have that big explosive move for the first 10 minutes when it opened, retraced all the way right back down, moved up. We'll see. Maybe this zone, I don't like to trade in here. So see where it was consolidating all in there before where it was barcoding. We're right back in here again. So maybe inside this, we don't trade. We watch to see if the sellers will take control and continue to drop it down, or the buyers can reclaim and bring it back up here. Tough volume to trade, not the greatest, but this is what the market is presenting to us. It's up to us whether we trade it or not. You know, no one is forcing us to trade this volume. It's up to us, right? So, you know, like traders are quick to say, oh, the market did this, the market does what it wants. It's up to you and I if we want to trade this volume, right? No one is forcing us to trade this. We can pack it in and come back in a couple hours. You know, you have choices, right? Don't feel obligated that you have to trade this. I used to do that all the time. I used to blame the market. And then I stopped doing that. If anyone's to blame, I blame myself. Okay, so guys, if you're not aware, futures market starts in 13 seconds. It's going to be a little volatile. This is 8 p.m. Eastern. This is the futures market now. So we had the daily open at 6. We're trading through the Tokyo session, and now it's the futures market, okay? So we're still right in this consolidated zone. You know, we didn't get buyers close above here. We didn't get sellers close above here. Now it opened bearish ignited, coming back down. Will it pick up a higher low wick, or is it coming all the way through here, okay? I'm just going to get rid of these arrows. We're just going to continue to watch here. So it looks like those buyers came in there. Again, lower highs, selling pressure coming down. So, you know, like buyers, what I was saying, pip and dip. There's nothing wrong with pip and dipping in a range. Sometimes it's your best strategy to trade in a range, right? You lock in some profits, close your trades, because shit like this can happen. And I know how it is. It's not easy, guys. I know it was looking nice, big and blue, beautiful moves. And now we got volatility. Look at the size of the candle now. So the candle has really opened up. Okay, this candle now is 90 to 100 pips. Okay, so now it's bearish ignited coming all the way down. So will it take out some of these lows? Will it hold a higher low? Will it get a rejection, come back up? Will this black candle close below the green zone? If that's the situation, again, the same zone goes green to red. Then I could be selling off of that zone if it comes back in there. If anything, guys, make sure you understand that, see the futures now? Notice when like the big moves were 6 p.m., the big volume, that's when the daily candle opens. Right now, 8 p.m., okay, futures market. These are like what I'm saying, structural candles. These are the big candles you base some type of analysis off of. These are the big moves now. That's why sometimes I don't like being in a trade going into one of these time frames, because something like this can happen, right? That's why, guys, always, if it's 1 more minute, 2 more minutes, and you know it's going into futures market, you know it's going to be the start of London market at 3 a.m. You know it's going to be Colmex at 8:20. You know it's going to be Wall Street at 9:30. You know it's going to be FOMC. Just try not to be in a trade 1 or 2 or 3 minutes right before, because something like this can happen. It's better just to stay out and wait. We might see New York's low sweep, possibly, yeah. You can go back, go all the way down here. I have it at a point of interest, all the way. These points of interest, Sundays, Monday over here. But if you look at these 5 minutes, there was that low and that low, okay? So when we're talking about did it take out a lower low or still holding, see that 4645 right there, that wick at 110 when Donald Trump started speaking, and then that wick right there at 315 power hour was holding gold up. Now we might, let's see if we are going to penetrate and break that, maybe sweep that and come back in, or will it officially close below there and then gold is selling off? Maybe to this yellow line tonight, 4625. This is a big bearish candle. So see if it closes like this, that green zone could be like, essentially the point of control. But it's getting a wick at the lowest point right there. So there is, we'll see if it holds up and come back up. Timmy, possibly an inverted head and shoulder? Possibly, but we lost it right here. Got to see if the volume can get back in this green box and build up that. Yeah, I see it. Okay, but we got a good rejection wick. Okay, so it came down there, visited, did not break. Buyers rejected it back up. We're going to close in 30 seconds. Okay, so are we closing back in the green zone off of a rejection? Yeah, that's a good push up so far. Okay. The 15-minute candle is this hanging man. When it opened, futures was very bearish, just came down, picked up the wick, coming back in. So look, it might close again, essentially right in that zone again. If it closes below, I go green to red. It closes inside, it's still green. Okay, so it closed inside, still green. So will now a green body continue to advance? And then it could be an impulse and then they push it back down, or it closes back above here, okay? They could push this thing right back down. Not good volume tonight, guys. It's, I don't want to apologize for it. I can't control the volume, but this is not the best trading volume, but it's good still if you're patient to see what's happening. See how our point of control is still holding up. Yeah, there was some impulse moves, but it's still technically holding right now. Lots of volatility. There's some news that came out at 7:50. Advisor to Iran's Gelabaf. Trump has about 20 hours to either surrender to Iran or his allies will return to the Paleolithic age. We will not back down. Wow. So they're going to take them into caveman times. Stone Age. The Flintstones. Tomorrow, guys, is going to be volatile. Tomorrow's that deadline where we'll see what happens. So tomorrow, please be trading with proper risk management. Guys, no matter what, at 8:30, I have to wrap up tonight's call. Going with a few friends to watch the NCAA championship. So if I'm in a trade, if I'm in drawdown, win, lose, or break even, 8:30, I got to wrap it up. Tomorrow, same time. We're starting at 6:30. Sometimes we start 5-10 minutes early from 6:30, but 6:30 p.m. Eastern all week. The first, when this opening candle opens up, we'll be right in it, okay? And then next week, guys, we're going to move into some New York and post-New Yorks. And don't forget, the week of April 20th, if you guys want to learn all about stock and options, we're doing a 6-day boot camp on stock and options. Also included is a 3-month premium plan where you get the Discord, you get the signals, all the education on the website, and the other live sessions with Dave in New York, and a one-on-one with myself where we can meet each other, discuss your trading plan, any questions you have. I'm more than happy to help you out. If you want to switch it up and want something else other than just Forex and futures, stock markets, guys. They're exciting markets as well. You can trade individual corporations. You can learn how to buy and earn passive income through dividends or covered call options. Covered call options are my favorite. Anybody know what covered call options are? It's when you own 100 shares of a company. So, for example, if you own 100 shares of Walmart, let's say, and you own those 100 shares, and it's kind of like you're putting a TP, right? Let's say you buy Walmart at $50. I'm just saying a number here. So you bought 100 shares of Walmart, whether you accumulated them over time or you just bought them. Let's say you bought it at $50. So you can put a covered call at, let's say, $70. If Walmart goes up to $70, you're going to make $20 per share. You're forced to sell your shares at $70. You close the trade, just like making profit. But the best thing about covered calls is if it doesn't go up to $70, let's say it stays around 50, it consolidates 55, 60, even 65, up to 69, and it goes back down, you get paid a premium, weekly premium, a monthly premium. So you can just sit there and collect cash week over week, month over month, and eventually if it does hit your target, you close the trade in profit, and then you look for another trade or you wait for a pullback. In my opinion, it's the best way to trade. You buy sound securities, like big companies like Apple, Nvidia. You can buy Walmart, Costco. You can buy anything. But you do have to own 100 shares. And it gets even better when you own 200 shares, because now you can have 2 covered calls. Okay, so you see, guys, we closed below that zone, so it's still red. So we might be breaking down bearish. Okay, I just don't like these wicks. There's a lot of rejections, so when it comes down, it goes back up, comes down, goes back up. This could come down, it could go back up. Like imagine doing it with gold, for example. Let's say you bought gold and you got a covered call at 4,700, right? If you bought gold here at 4,650 and it comes to 4,700, you make $50, right? And you got to close out the trade. No, nothing wrong with that. You make some money. But if gold keeps going down or doesn't come up there, then the market just pays you a premium, right? It's like having insurance. It's a win-win. It's fantastic. Okay, guys, so we're building nice double bottom right here. Okay, you can see where like these bodies. Sorry, guys, for all the colors, but just want to make it to show you that there's a nice little bottom here. Okay, where we came down. There's the neckline. Came back down. Second bottom. Okay, so what I say is second bottom traditionally has more volume to break, but I just want to see a blue candle close back above, maybe retest this, then buy. Depending on how bullish this candle is. Okay, it could flip and go bullish. Again, do you want to buy this on impulse? It's up to you. Or do we wait for it to officially close? That's what sucks. Like, should we just buy this? Remember, if we did it with a couple of those other ones, it came back down. This could be very similar, where it comes up and then they push it right back down. So in my opinion, the best thing to do is wait for closure. Good question. What happens if it goes below? So like, let's say that Walmart goes below $50 and you're own the 100 shares, it goes to 45. You lose $5 a share, but the amount of premium that you've collected, that's what I mean. It's kind of like an insurance. So the premium that you've collected, kind of, if it goes below 50, the premium helps cover your costs. But good question. Great question. Or you can have a stop loss, right? You can have a stop loss. You don't have to let it go all the way down. If you bought Walmart at $50, maybe you got a stop loss at $48, right? You don't just let it go down to 45, 40, 35, 30. You know, trading stock and options, same thing. You got TPs, you got stop losses. You can use trailing stops, all that. Okay, so we're building the second leg, bigger volume. Remember this wall that we couldn't break all session? When we got into that original buy, it came back up, failed. So now with this second bottom futures volume, will it technically break through here? Okay, and then if it closes like this, then we wait for a pullback buy. Gold is still in this range. But you see, when you're more patient, you can now start to see maybe like a cleaner picture. So we see it come down, hold, came back up. Yeah, I see I see those big wicks rejecting it. So like right there's the double bottom. Now we're getting that second leg with the bigger volume. It's pushing up. Let's see, will it impulsively break this? Will it fail? We've got one more minute to go. If this blue candle closes above, again, this red zone will turn green. Maybe if it pulls back, that might be a good opportunity then to entertain a buy on that pullback. But look, it might even close back inside there. Like, look, it came up blue, 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 again, right up to that wall. And then again, they're rejecting it right back down. So there's a massive wall up here all night tonight, right at 46.60. Massive sellers here. Like that was a nice big blue candle coming up. We almost flipped the 15-minute candle bullish hammer and it failed. So now 25 seconds going to the close, they're pushing it down. Really rangy session today. Difficult session, guys, for both buyers and sellers. Not easy. It's not easy. Sellers, we're selling down there. You know, you want it to break and then it comes back up. That's frustrating for sellers. Same with buyers too. It's frustrating for buyers, guys. This is the market range. It sucks for both buyers and sellers. It's not easy. That's why trade with just proper risk management. Okay, so it did close above. Red to green. Candle open bullish ignited. Okay, is there going to be a pullback or is it just bullish ignited ready to break? So I'm waiting for it to, you know, pull back a little bit. It hasn't. It just opened ignited, right? So it did not even pull back into here. Is this the candle we buy on impulse or should we still wait patiently for it to come back, right? Okay, so it came back up there. It's got a wick, a little bit of a rejection. It could break now this 46.60. I'm still trying to wait for it to get exhausted and come down and wait for that pullback. Okay, so it got rejected coming down. Will it refuel itself, fill up, and then break out of there? This is a new 15-minute candle too. It's 8:15, right? New 15-minute bullish ignited candle. But it's testing to break this wall that's been established all this basically this entire call today. So again, it got rejected coming down. Now it's an inverted hammer. Okay, will it continue to hold its base where it opens and refuel itself? Or will they reject it back down, then we retest inside here? It's nasty, guys. Believe me, I want to buy this. I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying my best to be patient and wait for that pullback at 4655 or 4656. The market tests your patience. It really does. But I still don't see even an impulse break. I don't see a blue candle breaking out of here. It's still getting rejected there. Now we've exhausted half the candle. We have 2.5 more minutes to go. Will we officially close above this red zone? Do I want to buy the top? No, but the way how the candle's building, sometimes it doesn't retrace down and it builds and it builds and it refuels, then it breaks out of here, but I'm not in. But yeah, you're absolutely correct, John. I don't want to buy that top. I want to buy a retracement coming down into here and then buy. So I don't know if I'll get that pullback, right? But that's what I'm looking for. Do I ever trade on 3-minute candles? Yep. 3 minutes, 1 minute. 3 minutes I call a hybrid candle. I normally trade myself 1-minute candles. We're on the 5s. So right in the middle is the 3-minute candle, a hybrid. Nice candles too. Great for scalping. Okay, so we got rejected again at that wall. Inverted hammer, still holding, refueling itself. We still have our 15-minute bullish ignited candle that opened. And then when it refuels itself, it comes back down and it refuels and then could break out. Why are the markets so flat? It's just how the markets are, guys. Some days they're trending, some days they're flat, some days they're ranging. It's just, guys, there's no explanation for it. It's just, as a trader, you have to expect the market to either be trending and know how to trade it, a ranging market, know how to trade it, a flat market, know how to trade it. That's it. There's no golden explanation for it. This is how the markets are. Some days Tokyo is trading fantastic, and other days it's trading like this. Some days New York are amazing, and in other days New York's are flat. You just got to have rules based on trading it. That's it. Okay? There doesn't always have to be an explanation why it's trading like this. Who knows why? There's no news. Just how the market, it had an explosive open. Now the market is balancing itself back out. That's it. I used to be like that. I always had to have an explanation for everything. Everything. Why? And then I found out, who cares? Instead of wasting all my time trying to figure that out, just learn how to trade the volume, right? Some days are going to be amazing. Some days are going to be shit. The shit days, you better learn your risk management, lower your risk. The good days, increase your risk, right? Or else you're going to be like that other guy that blew up 20% of his account today. That's it, right? Okay, now got rejected. Now we're tapping into this green zone again. Is it going to come inside here or just hold at it? So again, we're retesting now. So if I'm going to buy, at least now I see it's retesting, right? But I still know that this wall is up here. Yeah, if you don't beat the market will beat you 100%. Okay, this is the very similar setup that I took down here, where it came down, it tapped. Here it came in, and now it's tapping again. So this candle could turn blue and go back up, but it's got those wicks to fill. So we got our retest. If we're looking for a retest, then come deep down to the red line or deep down into here so far. Now it's coming in. Okay, so let's watch this now. Okay, let's see this wick, if it can come deep down into here. Okay, now it's coming. Will it come tag into here? Or higher low, hold? Okay, I'm buying. I'm going to go in. It's held enough for me. I'm buying, going in a buy, Stop loss, well, oh shit. Stop loss below the blue wick right there. And this is my final trade for this session. Win, lose, break even, whatever it is. I got to end the call because I'm going to go watch the basketball game. So with this move, if I can still continue to stay in this and build off of this green block without getting stopped out, I want to at least see the buyers break this wall tonight and maybe travel up to the highest point of the day and break out a little bit. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for on this trade. I'm in a buy. Stop loss is just below this 810 wick, 810 candle, the wick right there. At 4652, my stop loss is just below that. Okay, because I don't want this selling pressure again, lower highs, just to come through here, fill those wicks, and start breaking that lowest point of the day. And then I don't want to be in that trade no longer. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt this. Got 10 more minutes with you guys. We'll see what happens, but after the call, I'll be managing this as well. So this is the big wall to try and break tonight. Reason why I went in that was the retest. Again, I was trying to wait for deeper down in here, just like that first one. But after I saw the tap and flip, that's it. I made up my mind to go in. And the next thing when I go in is where am I putting my stop loss? That's it. And then the reward you can figure out later. Yeah, Emmanuel, you're staying put. I understand. It's barcoding sucks. I understand. We got ants in our pants tonight. Sorry, I'll get rid of this. I'm not risking 20%. I'm risking 0.2. There's a big difference. 0.2 and 20% are completely different numbers. Try not to risk 20%. You'll have better luck buying a Supermax Lotto ticket or a Powerball. Okay, so can we break through this wall? This is like the China wall here. We need to impulsively break through it. Okay, then that could switch up the order flow above and below. If we can close above, maybe we'll make it green. We're nowhere near it right now, so the sellers are still in control. That could push this thing right back down. So can we build? We still have regained our point of control from the opening balance. We had a double bottom there, so can we get now that double bottom with that full volume breaking through here? So I basically bought the retest off of the second bottom right here, okay? And when I say traditionally, the second bottom should have the majority volume to break through this, okay? But we have a wall, that resistance, okay? So, but do you guys understand we reclaimed the point of control, okay? So I'm giving you guys my psychology why I'm in a buy. We reclaimed the point of control. We have a nice double bottom. I didn't buy, we were talking over there, we didn't buy the highs. It came back down and it retested, and then that's when I bought, right? And then my stop loss is pretty conservative, just below this wick right here. That's it. And I'm looking for a reward to come back up to the bigger red box up there. It might have to be after the call. Who knows? We'll see. But if we can flip this zone, if buyers can flip this zone, then we could potentially push back up and test the highest point of the day when the day opened at 4668, 67 area. And then if we get that breakout the red line 4672. That's these wicks right over here, trading earlier by noon before Donald Trump had his speech this afternoon. And we have a new 30-minute candle opening up in 3 minutes. It's going to be the start of 8:30, and we're right at this wall. So when we take a look at the 30-minute candles, this is our resistance, guys. But when we look at this, it came down. It was bearish, bearish, bearish. We tapped the lowest point of the day, and we picked up all of that. And we have a bullish pin bar on the 30-minute, which could advance in the next 30 minutes and build and break through that wall. It's tough. It's a sideways market. Not easy. This is what I don't like. I don't like getting stopped out, like just right before the close of a 30-minute or hourly candle. They come down, they stop out, they do the stop hunt, and then they reverse it back up. I absolutely hate that. But it's known to happen. You got to know the hourly switch up and when they pick up volume, right? My understanding is, I hope that they've accumulated enough delta buying volume that maybe for the next 30 minutes, it hangs around here and then it's ready to redistribute through this wall. I believe that they picked up with these wicks down in here. Those were aggressive pickups. So all we've got to do is redistribute it to the upside. Bennett, do you have an option to do covered calls in gold? Yeah, there's a gold ETF, GLD. You could buy, if you can afford to buy 100 shares of that, you can absolutely do covered calls. Yeah, good question, Benit. Stock market has options for everything, basically. There's everything, whatever you want to do. Stock and options market it's fun when you learn how to navigate around it and know what you're looking for. Absolutely. Okay, so we're going to close now in 5 seconds. New 30-minute candle. Get ready for volume and momentum and volatility. I'll stick around 5 more minutes and then I got to bounce. How about if everybody on YouTube buys 10 lots at a time to break this? Let's try a YouTube strategy. Everybody on the call buy 10 lots right now. Let's see what happens. I'm just joking. It's a joke. Imagine we could move the markets. That would be unbelievable. One day, guys. One day we'll be able to do it. Yeah, let's pump this meme coin. It's a gold shit coin right now. It's a shit coin selling for $46.60 right now. Oh my God, nasty rejections. I don't know how much more I can stomach of this. This range, wow, can make you lose your mind in here. This stubborn 46.60, 61 blocking the market. My goodness. This is nasty. Can we open up the floodgates? How about I just do this? Just move this red box. Just go through here now. And then once it goes through, I'll bring the zone again. So come on. I moved the zone. Let's see now if the volume will go through. I moved the box so the volume can go through. Come on now, come on. Get up there. Let's go. Come on. I moved it for you. Let's go. And then get us up to this red box. Come on. We'll try anything tonight. Whatever works. We brought out the magnet. We'll try anything tonight. Yeah, it's been a while since we brought out the magnet from the toolbox. We got to try whatever works, guys. We got to try it now. We threw technicals out. Now it's just magnets and moving blocks. Okay, 10 seconds going to close. We got good volume. Come on. We got a great 15-minute candle. The magnet's working. Guys, if you want to buy this magnet indicator, it's $1,000. Tonight, it's normally $5,000, but tonight you get it for $5,000. You can take all of your trades right to TP with this exclusive magnet. $1,000. Low, low price. You can see it's working. we brought it all the way back up to this. But this wall, come on, I even opened the wall to get this to go through. Wow, holy. Yep, you can pay through crypto. We accept anything. Cash, debit, credit. This is exclusive. We've been building this magnet for over 5 years. It's been tested. I don't bring it out often, but you see, when I bring it out, we're bringing the delta volume up here. Wow, but for real, guys, jokes aside, this wall up here, holy. Okay, so can we continue to build off of 50% of this volume? It's not a structural candle. Like, it did not close. If it closed above the block, it would have been a structural candle. We closed near some highs, but if we just retrace and we hold it, we could still build off of it. But man, this 4662 is stubborn. Okay, so that's what I mean. Like, can we retest that? What I just cut in half? That wick is nice, See the volatility now? Wow, it's just spiking up, coming down, spiking up, coming down, spiking up. So there's a lot of orders that are getting triggered here. A lot of offers, a lot of bids, a lot of pending orders are getting this. Wow. If we can break through this tonight, we could break today's daily high. Okay. We have our 9 EMA curling up to the 200. Maybe we could potentially get a golden crossover. That would be nice. But this block all session, this block has been brutal tonight. It looks like it wants to build and break through, but I'm already in a buy. There's nothing more I can do. I don't want to add another position until it confirms that we can break through this. Otherwise, you add another position on that block, they can push it right back down. We can't even get like an impulse to break through here. Like that's even an impulse now I welcome an impulse breakout, but they're still holding the impulse move. Guys, give us a like on the stream, subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow to do the same thing. Hopefully tomorrow maybe we get some better trading volume. Today was difficult. It was difficult. And we're closing in one more minute. Thank you, user. You like and subbed? Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Every like and sub helps the channel. We do appreciate you. Guys, we also have those 15-minute learn and earn in 15 minutes. Great tutorials Dave and I are going to make for you guys in 15 minutes, give or take 1 or 2 minutes. Ron likes to yap, but watch those starting from the beginning of a candlestick, and we're going to continue to get more advanced. Can you buy the magnet? Absolutely. Like I said, $1,000 for the magnet. It's one of a kind. But if it doesn't work, then no one's going to buy it. Bad advertising. Yeah, then it's a scam. Then Unk is scamming you. Okay, so we're flagging up here. We're flagging. Blue inside black bar. This is if we had cooperation with volume, we could get a blue ignited bar ready to break out of here, just like a Tetris piece 3-bar play. But the volume is not cooperating tonight. It's nasty, right? We're not getting the moves that we normally see. This wall it's a wall. So knowing that the wall is here, I'm going to reduce my stop loss to below that red line. Okay, so you see what I did, guys? I reduced my stop loss, seeing that we're still struggling with this wall because I don't want it to come all the way black, and then so I took my stop loss to reduce the risk from where I entered to right there. So I'm risking again 30 pips where I had it below the wick of that blue candle, where it was below there for where I was almost 60 pips. So I've reduced my stop loss by 30 pips, seeing that we're still struggling at this wall. I'm not at a break even, okay? If we can break through this, then I'll go to a break even. You guys can trade how you want, but there's a wall up there. However, if we can consolidate and flag up here, that's what it is. It's the double bottom. That's the neckline, right? We came down right there. This is not the neckline. This is the bigger neckline. We came down. There's our second bottom. And you see we're up there. But even an impulse move would be welcome. So later tonight, guys, what I'm trying to see is, can we break out of there? If we pull back, the red zone could potentially turn green and then could take us to the daily high, and then we get our reward up there. But you guys can see how difficult this is. Why am I bullish bias, Johnny? I explained it on the call. The big 5-minute candle that broke out, we figured out the point of control. It came in, you see, higher low, built up, came back down. This was futures market, came down, picked up a lot of pending orders, did not break, and then came in, and we bought. I'm going to buy on that second leg now, trying to break out. Like I say, traditionally the second leg has more volume to break out and break this wall. However, it's just, you guys see the offers tonight. It's tough. If we had cooperating volume, we'd be up to here right now, right? But there's just a lot of sellers here, which could definitely bring it right back down, okay? They could bring it all the way right back down in here, right? Like they could do like this and drop it tonight if this wall continues to hold up. Emmanuel, have a good night. I know it's late. It's late. I'm going to get off too after this candle. And that wall is still holding up, guys. Momentarily, okay? Been a battle here. Yeah, game time starts soon. I can put it on this TV for now. 1 second. It's going to start in about 15 minutes. Pampet. This is this is nasty. Holy shit. This can test your patience big time. Yeah, we'll have a Tokyo session all week, guys. Check it. Go to our website, check out the live trading schedule, and we're scheduled Tokyo Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and Dave is doing New York's 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Colmex and a little bit of Wall Street. Yeah, guys, you're going to get some sleep. It's 3 a.m. I don't blame you. Tomorrow morning when you get up, it's going to be much better volume than this garbage. Get a good night's sleep. The markets are always open, but hopefully we'll get better volume tomorrow. Okay, now we're barcoding. Blue, black. Man, we're in a proper flag where it's still holding, but just can't break out. Unbelievable. This is wild. For gold, normally gold will at least make an impulse move. There's something fishy with this wall up here. Okay, I smell something fishy. This fish is exclusive if you want to buy it. It comes with the magnet. It finds the fish in the market. It's the fish finder. The fish indicator. This is 1,000, the magnet. The fish is 1,000, but you can buy both of them for 1,500. That point of interest, the fair value. I make $500 and you guys get a discount. The fish is good luck. I hope so. Benny, at 6 a.m. You got to go to sleep. Oh man, I thought you were waking up right now. It's your morning. You haven't even slept. Wow. Covered fish call. Yep. Unbelievable, guys. But you guys know where to set an alert for later tonight. Above here, that would be the alert. If it breaks through, that could be gaining support and to take through. But they are protecting the daily high right there. Lower highs at that wall. It's unbelievable resistance. And we watched it this entire call. Could not break. They swept these lows down in here when the futures market came up and has not broke yet. It's unbelievable. Like to watch and see how long this has been holding, it's something's interesting, right? And every time it pushes down, we got a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low off the bottom, right? So we've been building off the bottom. It just shows you how large this wall is. They're doing the starting lineups right now. Michigan and UConn. This is the NCAA championship. Maybe we need Trump to just say something right now. Fart. Maybe if Trump can fart, that's maybe what we need to break through the wall. It's just Trump to fart. That's maybe all we need. This zone is wild. It's actually, you can laugh at this. Like this is funny. This is the Strait of Hormuz. We need to open it up. Right now, we're not opening it up. Okay, guys, after this candle, no matter what, I got to end the call. I'm going to go watch this basketball game. My stop loss is just below here, risking 30 pips. And maybe tomorrow we'll have better volume. You guys went to a break even? Yeah, you probably got tapped out now, but no, I understand, guys. Good risk management. If you went to break even, it's fine. With this type of volume, it plays too much. You know. Our fish indicator didn't work, and the magnet failed us, guys. So the magnet is out of commission. The magnet scammed us. Okay, guys, I got stopped out there. That's it. I've had enough. I'm going to go watch the basketball game. I got stopped out. That's it. We couldn't break that wall. That's the resistance. I'm going to add an alert above it at 466162. If later tonight the buyers eventually get it above there, I might entertain it, but it's tough wall. That's the resistance tonight. But guys, I appreciate you guys joining me on this shitty volume session, but it is what it is. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining. Please trade smart tomorrow. Again, there's going to be a lot of news throughout New York with Donald Trump and Iran. I believe tomorrow is the deadline he gave. I think it was noon or midnight. I believe it was midnight. So just be careful, because he gave that stern warning. If they don't agree to a ceasefire, they're going to bomb the infrastructure in Iran, the bridges, the power plants. That could have catastrophic effects in the stock markets, with everything: oil, gold, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, entire markets, guys. That is really starting a war. Please be careful trading tomorrow. Guys, that's a nasty wick right where I got stopped out. All I can do is just shake my head and laugh. But have a good night, guys, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. You guys made this session fun when it was really boring volume. But hopefully, if you guys are still in buys, it breaks through there, and then you guys pick up your reward, okay? Have a nice night, guys, and please be careful trading these volatile markets like this. Have a great day. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all of you guys. Thanks, guys. Have a good night, Benny. Get some sleep, young man. Val, have a great night. Geraldo, thank you. Bob, have a good night, guys. Have a good night. Everyone on YouTube, thank you. Have a good night, guys. Let's go watch some basketball now.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Number Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.